the familiar way it sat in the crux of his fingers, the sallow tips of his nails. Then Petrino turned back to face her.
So, this guy, Healy? Here's the first thing. This guy is a hot mess.
She raised her eyebrows and settled back into her booth, the plastic giving a little groan.
He's got himself tucked away, found himself a cool, dry place.
She could see the question floating in Petrino's dark eyes. He wanted to know why Jennifer Aiken, why the Justice Department, was looking into Brendan Healy, and what that had to do with the price of tea in China. She let that keep for now. She said nothing, attempting to pull more out of him with her silence.
Guy's a wacko, if you ask me. You know he carries a .38 Smith & Wesson revolver? That gun hasn't been standard issue since Reagan was president. So, look, I don't know what you know or don't know. I'm just gonna lay it out, okay? I don't usually do this type of assessment on law enforcement, even if he's, well, whatever. You want my profile? Here it is. He survived some serious shit, and he went through the ringer on a major homicide investigation. Yet he skedaddles after cracking one of the biggest, grisliest cases Central New York has seen. My feeling? Sure, he screwed up. Maybe he's not interested in the world's approval. It all turns to ashes in the mouth anyway, trust me. He's walked away from just about everything in his life, okay? And he's had a serious drinking problem, looks like. But still. Petrino shook his head. I think something spooked him, sent him packing.
Petrino relaxed his posture a little, and his weedy eyebrows that had climbed high onto his forehead dropped, and he took on that sleepy, bored look again.
Anyway, it's all here in the dossier.
He sighed and pushed the folder across the table. Jennifer flipped it open. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw Petrino tap the cigarette he was holding, as if unloading invisible ash into an invisible ashtray. She glanced up from the paperwork. He lost his wife and child?
Yeah, 10 years ago. Car wreck, not far from here. Sawmill River Parkway. And then he went to work for the Mount Pleasant Police in Hawthorne. That's north from here, 6-7 miles. Did a few years as a beat cop, and then somehow he got up into Oneida County as a criminal investigator. That part, you know. He's a college boy, you can see that right there. His records from New York University, studied neuroscience. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? Some trooper sergeants, some investigators, you know, they might have gone to law school or something, but this guy was a few credits shy of being called doctor. Picked up and left it.
But you don't think this was typical behavior for him, leaving his job, leaving the state? Petrino shrugged. His conviction seemed gone.
I just think, you know, it's possible there's more to it than that. More than some pattern he has, something else.
The agent shifted in his seat.
Anyway, you can look that over. From what I found, he had just the one case in Oneida County. Kind of unusual for a sheriff's department to handle a homicide and not the state troopers. I don't know who is rubbing whose back up there, but that's how it unfolded. There was a dead girl in a farmhouse. Senior investigator was a guy named Ambrose Delaney. Now, am I just telling you things you already know?
She glanced up from leafing through the file. No, please continue. This is all helpful. She smiled at him. Her mother said that when she smiled, her face lit up. Otherwise, she looked like she was in mourning. Thank you, Mom. He pursed his lips and stuck them out for a moment, exhaling through his nose.
All right. So the dead girl had a brother. The brother shows up to the crime scene, and he's got a wild hair up his ass to see his sister. Understandable, I guess. He's given a grief counselor.
That's Olivia Jane?
Uh-huh, right. He's given a grief counselor, and who knows what they do. And then he's just let go. Told to stay in the area. But they've got nothing hard to